Bitcoin is right now clearly making itself ready for that next massive move, and time is running out. It is crazy to me that actually nobody is really paying attention, while right now the playbook is just right in front of our eyes. It is just evident what that next Bitcoin move is going to be, because we are getting so many signals all pointing in towards the same direction. So guys, can we once again smash up the likes back above the 100 likes? That will be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's start off with the short term. And yes, that short term is just playing out perfectly, because we have been getting this breakout towards the upside outside of this falling wedge. We have been breaking in towards an uptrend. Of course, we have been trading inside of this downtrend for the last couple of days, but just in the last few days, we've been breaking this in towards an uptrend. On top of that, we have been playing out this Bitcoin bullish divergence. And yes, all in all, we have been bouncing from this daily level of support. So yes, in the short term, it is just playing out perfectly, like we have been predicting. We are right now bouncing off towards the upside. Now, before talking about that next Bitcoin move, because in the larger time frames, we are getting very clear indications of where that next Bitcoin move is going to be headed in towards. Well, first of all, in the short term, we are developing a little bit of a warning signal, because yes, in that imminent short term, we are right now developing this rising wedge. And yes, this is going to be a typical bearish bias pattern. So for the short term, this is not looking all too great. Of course, we are developing this level of resistance and also this upward sloping level of support. Now, these two levels are right now squeezing us in, and a breakout is going to be inevitable in the coming few hours. So if we are going to be seeing this break towards the downside, well, in that case, I do think that we are going to be getting set back in the imminent short term just a little bit. But what you need to understand is that we have just broken this downtrend in towards an uptrend right now. So if we were to be breaking this one out towards the downside, I do think that we are just going to be creating another higher low and then bounce off back towards the upside. So yeah, this could actually just be a very good opportunity in the market right now. Now, I do think that we have already bottomed out over here after creating this bullish divergence that we have been talking about. Now, I'm going to be explaining exactly why I do think so. And first of all, what we can be seeing is that yes, indeed, we are bouncing off from this most important level of support. Now, second of all, we are creating this huge Bitcoin bull flag pattern. Of course, we have been creating this huge lag towards the upside first of all. Right now, we are consolidating inside of a downward sloping channel, indicating a clear Bitcoin bull flag. Now, during this consolidation, what we can actually be seeing is that the indicators are getting reset. Like on the RSI indicator, we can be seeing that the RSI indicator has been very much downtrending while Bitcoin has been kind of consolidating. Now, the very interesting part of this is that we have been creating this downward sloping RSI trend line, which right now finally is about to be broken right now. And just like right here, and just like right here, whenever we got this break above this RSI downtrend, well, that was the moment where Bitcoin actually went once again parabolic towards the upside and initiated that next leg towards the upside. So right now, that could be happening once again if we are going to be breaking above this RSI downtrend. Now, the most important thing that I'm about to show you is actually that we are just consolidating while the indicators have been cooling off. And also on top of that, this is going to be the part where nobody is actually paying attention in towards, but what is actually going to be the most important thing to right now have a look in towards? It is going to be the Bitcoin funding rates, because during this consolidation, during this Bitcoin bull flag, people are actually trying to be shorting the market because the Bitcoin funding rates are negative. And well, whenever the majority of the Bitcoin traders are actually shorting during a beautiful bullish consolidation, well, that is just going to be indicating that yes, indeed, that next leg towards the upside is inevitably going to be getting created. Okay, so yes, this Bitcoin consolidation is definitely already looking bullish, but on top of that, we've gotten even more, because the Bitcoin funding rates have also been spiking negative, and like you can be seeing in the previous bull market, well, all of the time, whenever the Bitcoin funding rates were spiking negative, it has always been a very good moment to buy. For example, right over here, and literally all of the time, whenever the Bitcoin funding rates are flipped negative, it has always been a very good moment to buy. So yes, I've been saying it so many times. This indicator is truly the most powerful indicator there is right now, because it is just going to be indicating that bottom, because the majority of the Bitcoin traders are right now actually trying to be shorting the market, and generally whenever that happens, it is going to be indicating that bottom. Now, on top of that, we have even got even more, because having a look into what's the liquidity, well, that liquidity is definitely being created towards the top side. And we do know that Bitcoin tends to move towards the place where the majority of the liquidity is actually sitting at. And right now, we can clearly be seeing that the majority of the liquidity is starting to be created on that top side. We can even see it on this chart, but also on this chart, okay? And we can clearly be seeing that the majority of the liquidity is on that top side. So yeah, all in all, because of that, I just do think that we are going to be seeing this bullish breakout outside of this bull flag pattern anytime soon. Now, in the short term, do be a little bit more careful, because if we are going to be breaking this one towards the downside, we could be getting just a little bit of a dump towards the downside before once again headed towards the upside. Do be aware of that. But all in all, in the short term, it is still looking very bullish. Now guys, if you are as well going to be getting interested in trading, make sure to check out that link down below, because you can right now be claiming this $2,000 trade over on Bybit. On top of that, you are going to be eligible for a $40,000 deposit bonus. So make sure to check out that link down below. Claim your free trade. It is just literally going to be free capital, which you can be deploying in towards the market and open up a free trading position or even buy up new altcoins. So yeah, make sure to claim it with that link down below. Now, on top of that, we even got more, because Tether is still pumping while actually the Tether market cap is still increasing while Bitcoin has been dumping, and there's a huge divergence right now being created, and because of that, I think that also a big Bitcoin pump is going to be imminent. You can be seeing it in this last dip we got over here. If you follow my mouse correctly, you can be seeing that Bitcoin got this dump over here, while actually the Tether market cap was still increasing just ever so slightly. And right after that, we could be seeing that this divergence got filled with a huge Bitcoin pump towards the upside. And right now, actually the same thing is happening, but on an even larger scale, because Bitcoin is right now dumping towards the downside, while the Tether market cap is still increasing. And this is once again the same exact divergence that we are seeing. And eventually, this divergence is going to be getting filled with a huge Bitcoin pump. I think it is going to be inevitable. Now, on top of that, I do think, like I have already said, that this Bitcoin bottom is already in. And we can be seeing this in this chart, because the standard for this Bitcoin bull market has been minus 20% corrections, and which we have already seen over here right now. We have perfectly seen this minus 20% correction. Right now that correction is already over. The standard has already been getting reached. And yeah, it has just been very healthy, because it is just very healthy for Bitcoin to close the month of April just in red, because we have literally closed 7 months in a green straight. So yeah, getting a little bit of a retracement and a little bit of a correction is of course very healthy for Bitcoin. So actually looking quite forward for that. Now on top of that, guys, right now is going to be the moment to be stepping in towards altcoins, because the Bitcoin dominance is trading high. And I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. Right now, I am personally buying altcoins. I'm not buying any Bitcoin anymore. I am buying altcoins, because that is where the best risk to reward is right now lying at. But anyways, if you have been following me for a longer time already, you already know what I think about altcoins and what I think is going to be happening next. Anyways, with that being said, make sure to be following me over on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.